guys, thanks so much for checking out Spirituality with Steph. This is my third pick a card reading, and it's going to be about what is your life's purpose. So the three groups I pulled today, I actually already pulled the cards. I did it a little bit earlier. This way it would be kind of a quicker video and you wouldn't have to watch me shuffle and kind of just double assess the meanings of every card. So I kind of wrote down what everything was, this way I could go over everything quickly. I used a tarot deck and a couple oracle decks. I'll describe them as I go through. I actually got a little tripod for my phone, this way I could better show you guys the cards. So feel free to take a second and pick whichever card resonates with you. And I just wanted to get started with group number one. Okay, so if you guys chose group number one, the sea glass, this is going to be your message. So for the cards, the first one I got for representing the past is the Fool. I'm actually gonna just show you guys here, this way you can see it better. So you guys got the Fool for the very first card. It represents childlike innocence, pure potential, freedom from preconception, gaining wisdom through experience. And it's a major arcana card, so I feel like you definitely learned some important lessons here. And then the next card you guys got is the Present. It's the Knight of Ghosts, which represents the cup suit. So this actually represents a messenger on behalf of someone doing someone else's work. So that's kind of the sense that I get from this card. So maybe right now where you're at, you're kind of lost. Maybe you're not really sure what you're supposed to be doing, but you know this isn't it. So you're kind of just trying to figure out what to do next. And then the last card you guys got for the future is the Hanged Man. This is actually a really good card. I know it kind of looks scary and it sounds scary, but it means a complete 180-degree change of perception and clarity. So you guys, again, how I just mentioned, maybe you guys don't really know kind of what you should be doing at the moment. Maybe you have an idea of something you'd like, but it's definitely not this, and you're down to try it, but you just don't really know yet. And then the Hangman is clarity, you know, again, getting that sense of what you belong doing, and then a complete 180-degree change of perception. So then for your life purpose card, for you guys, the Isis card, I picked the Queen of Heaven. Okay, and the Queen of Heaven says, "The Queen of Heaven, the divine empress of the skies, acknowledges your feminine authority now as a man or a woman. You have a leadership path in the spiritual life that brings qualities of mercy, compassion, and wisdom into the world." So this is really giving me a big sense that you guys are going to be like, I mean, obviously if you're looking at this video right now, you definitely have an interest in the spiritual world, but I feel like this is really kind of saying that you don't really see your spiritual potential at this point. Like maybe that's something really important. If you guys haven't checked out your life path numbers, you guys should definitely do that. I will actually post another video. That's a good idea I just thought of. I'll actually post a video about life path numbers and how to find yours too, if that's something you guys would be interested in. But if you guys have a spiritual life path number, that's definitely another confirming factor, I guess, to say that you do have a potential to and actually a purpose to be a spiritual leader and bring compassion and wisdom into the world. The next card you guys got on the life path is going to be the East Shield. And the East Shield is all about asking for help if you need it and getting clarity. So essentially this is like the step to get here, which is what I was just talking about, which is really cool. So it's asking for help if you need it to get clarity. So maybe it's like you know some people that are interested in what you're interested in. Maybe it is along the spiritual path. That's kind of the sense that I'm getting. So if that is right and that does resonate, please let me know. That would be super cool. And then the last card that I got for your self-care card, kind of what you need at the moment, was number 33, make a vision board. So that's actually crazy too, because number 33 is a master number, and this maybe actually is your life path number. That's crazy because that's the sense I was getting when I was talking about life path numbers. Yeah, that's crazy. So it's all about making a vision board. Is, if you guys don't know what a vision board is, it's all about really just kind of compiling pictures of things that you guys desire and are trying to manifest. It's really about manifestation and kind of getting what you want out of this world, just kind of using your abilities, setting your intentions with pure heart, and making the most out of it. So the kind of overall message that I'm getting is that you guys don't really realize the extent of your spiritual potential. So I'm really thinking that you guys are meant to be like a spiritual leader, not even necessarily like a teacher in the sense of like being a teacher, but I'm getting the sense of like maybe even starting your own YouTube channel. Maybe it's you're gonna learn more about spirituality, and you're gonna teach yourself more about this world and find a mentor. That would be really cool too. This way you guys can get more involved and get some feedback too. So next I'm gonna pull your charms. Okay. So group 1's life purpose. Group 1's life purpose. Okay. Lots of stuff here. Okay. So immediately I see Cancer. You guys have an S, an L, a B, a K, a Z, and a G. Maybe some of those are your initials. Maybe these resonate in different ways for you, so that would be cool. Let me know for sure. And then I also got another zodiac sign. It's Taurus. So I'm thinking maybe you guys are a Taurus or a Cancer or one of those types of signs. But again, you could be any type of sign. This is a general reading, so this may resonate more for some people than for others. So then you guys got the camera, and you got the passport book, and the Canadian coin. So I'm really thinking like travel and like seeing the world is going to be important for you, really maybe more in a metaphorical sense of like your life's purpose is to kind of see all that this world has to offer and really utilize your abilities, really make an impact on the world. And if traveling's something that's important to you, I'm definitely getting that you should do that as much as you can. That would be super great. But more in the metaphorical sense, I'm getting that you should kind of learn all that there is to learn, and that's the sense of who I'm getting, like who you are as a person, and that's really cool. So you guys got the bat in like upside down. So the bat upside down would to me mean like fear. So it's essentially about conquering your fear. Like your life's purpose is to like get over your fears. Like maybe you guys are shy. Like maybe you are like, oh my God, I could never start a YouTube channel. Like I'm so shy. And that maybe is just conquering your fears, and that's kind of how to get to your life's purpose too, if that's along the lines that I don't know why that's coming through for me. But I also got live in the moment, so don't focus so much on how to get to the destination. It's really also about going through the journey. Oh wow, you guys got the spider upside down as well. That's really crazy because that goes with the bat with fear. So again, about conquering your fears and everything. And then you guys got these two charms next to each other. That was really cool. These both represent kind of like hope. This one represents like hope and kind of like angelic presence, maybe signs even, like getting signs. Same with the guardian angel, like protection, getting signs. And then I have the cactus here. And I feel like that's really kind of just talking about it's not going to be an easy path. It's definitely going to be kind of difficult. And again, you guys got that Knight of Ghosts, which is about the present, like a messenger on behalf of someone else. So I feel like it's really not an easy way to just be like, oh my God, yeah, let me just get into spirituality and quit my day job. Like that's not realistic. And it's definitely not going to be easy. But with the giraffe here too, you guys do need to just keep your head high and look over all these problems. Like they're not as big as they seem, you know what I mean? So I hope this resonated with you guys. Let me know if it did, and if you have any suggestions, I would love to incorporate those in a next reading. So thanks so much for checking out Spirituality with Steph, and if you want to watch the other groups too, if you felt like any of those resonated, please feel free to do so as well. All right, we're going to go on to group 2. Okay, so group 2, Starfish. I pulled 3 tarot cards for you guys. The very first one represents the past. It's the Page of Bats. Okay, and the Page of Bats is all about an eager, intuitive young person on a fact-finding mission. So I feel like in the past, maybe spirituality was super big for you guys as well. Maybe it's just about life as in general too. If you're new into this, it really could just be about like your zest for life. Maybe you always had kind of intuitive things and you thought it was very normal and you really didn't even know actually. But I am getting the sense that spirituality is a kind of a big part of your past. And if it's not, you were just a very kind of adventurous person. The next card you got is the Seven of Imps, okay? So the Seven of Imps is all about risk and trying something new, and this is the present. So I feel like if you guys haven't already taken a risk and, you know, tried something new that you're interested in regarding your life's purpose, like maybe you feel like you're in a job that's kind of at a dead end for you, this is really not where you want to be going. Like either you've made that jump or you're thinking about making that jump. And that's really awesome for you guys. I'm glad to see you guys are progressing. So the next card actually is going to be really great too. It's the Seven of Pumpkins, which represents Pentacles, and he's really just kind of looking at his crop, like everything he's grown, everything has come to fruition, and it's about material success, progress, gain, a change in luck based on the quality of work you're putting into your projects. That's awesome. And you guys also got 2 sevens here, okay? And 7 also represents spirituality and consciousness. So again, that's kind of why it's making me think it's tying into spirituality here. So I feel like maybe spirituality, like group number 1 was they were supposed to be a spiritual leader. And I feel like maybe in this group, it's not necessarily like you definitely can be a spiritual leader if you want. I feel like anybody definitely could do anything you want if you put your mind to it. But this reading is all about kind of what your purpose is and finding your truth. So I feel like not necessarily becoming a spiritual leader, but you guys are really meant to help raise people's vibrations, like spiritually, like not consciously on a spiritual level, you know what I mean? Where I'm talking about kind of the everyday work people. I feel like it's really kind of talking about you as a person. You guys have this really great quality. Maybe you guys are intuitive as well, and it's telling you to definitely keep working on that. However, like all the success you find and the happiness you find, and maybe spirituality is kind of like a hobby for you in the sense where it's not necessarily your main focus, your career, and that's totally fine. It doesn't have to be everybody's. And this is just something that's going to be a really big part of your life. So the next card you guys got, your divine purpose, I guess, is the Wings of Isis. You have a special spiritual relationship with the angelic world. Part of your soul's purpose is to birth angelic consciousness and values such as fearlessness, compassion, and service into this human culture. This oracle also brings your angelic assistance, intervention, and confirmation too. So I feel like that's really your purpose. Okay, and I feel like, again, you guys have a lot of spiritual, like, angelic assistance. Like, think about signs and messages. If you guys haven't seen my podcast, I think I have a YouTube video up about signs where I briefly talk about it, but there's also a podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts that talks about signs and their importance. So think of, like, angelic, like, intervention and signs that you guys might get, like if you see synchronicities such as numbers, or spirit animals. If you see like a weird animal that's like not an everyday animal, think of that, like pay attention to those things, and that's also how to kind of reach your purpose. So then the next card you guys have is the Life Path card, and it's sharing, and it's the powwow. It's talking with like-minded people can speed up your process. So I feel like these are really tools. It's talking about kind of how to reach your spiritual ascension, kind of. It's talking with like-minded people, meeting other people that are interested in the same things as you, you know. It's not something that has to be put on the back burner or something. Like, you can definitely find a mentor or somebody that inspires you that can help you learn about this world too. There's a lot of YouTube videos. Honestly, I just researched everything on my own, and that's kind of how I found out everything about spirituality. So you can definitely do it that way, and I'm really happy to answer any questions as well. And then that's okay, great. So then the self-care card that you guys got, is intuition. So that's going along with the angelic messages, like pay attention to the intuition. Like you guys are getting messages most likely, and it's probably synchronicities, maybe it's spirit animals, it could be anything really. And those are the main two that I think of when I think of messages and synchronicities. So definitely look those up. You can just Google like what is the meaning of spirit animal deer, I don't know. And you can just Google messages like, what does 333 mean, you know? So it's easy to kind of just teach yourself here and there, step by step. It doesn't all have to be a huge, quick process, you know? So again, kind of like an overall thing, I feel like the material success with the 7 of Pumpkins, where is it here? Material success, you guys are really going to progress and gain a change in luck based on the quality that you're putting into your project. So it really could be, maybe you guys are interested in getting more into spirituality, and it's going to be talking about the spiritual aspect for you, but it also could be talking about your work and like the work that you actually do, with your spiritual life contributing to that, you know. Our impressions, like we make impressions on people all the time, and the way that you act and how you are and your positivity and everything, those affect people. So I feel like it's really just talking about taking all of your your energy and your kindness and your love. Maybe it's not necessarily where I'm the teacher here, I'm doing spiritual readings, listen. It's more in the sense where through raising your own vibration, through being happy spiritually with yourself, you're able to exude that confidence and that energy in your work life. So it's that's kind of maybe a change and a progress where you're going to start exuding that energy into your current projects, and you're going to get material success. So I think that's really cool. Let me know if that resonates with you guys. I hope that it did. And I will also pull some charms for you. Okay. Root tooth purpose. Root tooth purpose. Root tooth purpose. Root 2. Okay. So you guys got a couple letters here. FICT. Fiction? I don't know. Maybe those are initials. Again, this is a general reading, so more messages might resonate with specific people, such as the specific initials or the zodiac signs, but it doesn't mean that this message is not for you. However, if it's not resonating, maybe this isn't your pile. So, okay, cool. You guys got some synchronicities here as well. You guys got the spider. Oh, okay, so the spider was kind of hooked with the key. And the key is really all about answers. So it's really about finding the answers. And your fear, I think what I'm getting here is because your fear, the spider was right up, and this side, the bat was face down. And that also kind of makes me think of like fear, because it's like kind of spooky. So it's making me think that like your fears, overcoming your fears is the key to kind of succeeding in your life and kind of moving on to that next step. The sign that you guys got right here, that is Capricorn. And then you guys also got a couple chakra energies here. You guys got your third eye. So again, that kind of makes sense with the spirituality and consciousness. I feel like maybe you guys have known that you had some kind of intuition or something like that, but maybe you weren't really developing it or anything. But I think this reading is really telling you you can do both. You can have both like the whole quote-unquote normal life and work your job, whatever it is you like to do, and also be spiritual. So the third eye, and this is talking about your intuition, all about like your intuition, getting messages, anxieties, and things like that too, like overcoming your fears. So that ties in, I think. You guys also got Gemini, so maybe you're a Gemini or a Capricorn. Again, with the letters too, maybe these might not resonate, and that's okay as well. It could be for some specific people. So you guys got the sun upside down, so that's making me think that it's kind of, it's going to be challenging as well. It's going to be kind of challenging to kind of figure everything out, and you also got the world upside down. So these two upside down kind of just make me think like you're not really seeing the big picture. You're not focusing on the positives. You're not focusing on what the world has to offer. Here too I have the dragon and the mermaid. So those are obviously like fantasy creatures, and it's making me think that like you're not focusing on kind of what's realistic here, and you're kind of out in your fantasy world right now, and that's kind of gonna, you have to tie it back in. So of course you want those aspects of like your dreams and everything, but make sure it's realistic too. Definitely focus on kind of what you want and how to get there, and not just the dreaming aspect of it. You know, you got to connect the two. You guys got the rabbit, and he's like kind of whispering almost. It makes me think of like kind of like more jestful energy where you need to kind of lighten up a little bit. And you guys also got the starfish, so maybe you guys, again, it's not going to be the easiest, and maybe it hasn't been the easiest. You know, I mean, I feel like anybody who has like intuitive things happen to them obviously is like, what the heck is going on? So I feel like it's really important, like that journey of yours that you've been on already is really important. The starfish is all about resilience, and it has the pearl in the middle of it. So it's making me think like, yeah, you've got all this shit going on, but like, look at the pearl in the middle. You know, it's like, it's what you have to focus on. And then you got the giraffe. It makes me think of like, keep your head high and focus on the good, focus on your dreams, you know, dream high, but not too high. And then you guys also got the Saint Christopher charm. It's all about protection. So you guys are protected, don't worry. And then again, you guys got the worry doll. So that goes with that. Don't worry. You are protected. Everything is going to fall into place. Just really kind of be yourself and work on being yourself is kind of what I'm getting for group 2. So I hope this resonated. Let me know. And yeah, we're going to go on to group 3. Okay, Lucky Beetle Group 3, this is your message, your life's purpose. So I picked 3 tarot cards, and I'm using my favorite deck. It's the Halloween tarot deck. So the very first card I picked is about the past, and it's 2 of imps. And the imps represents wands. It means conflicts, resolution, being a leader, a new partnership, and success. So maybe this is kind of what you went through in the past. But then the second card you guys got is the Ace of Ghosts. And it's about a great love and happiness, like powerful emotions, productivity, beauty, and pleasure. So this card represents the Ace of Cups. And it really makes me think essentially like you might have also kind of some issues you've gone through like between the past and present, and kind of overcome that in the past, and you're kind of seeing a new beginning, great love, happiness. This also, maybe I'm sensing like a twin flame soulmate connection that you're going through right now, or you're going to be presently going through. So that's really interesting. I love to see that. If you guys don't know about twin flames or soulmates, you should definitely look into that as well. Those are really cool topics. And then the third card is the future. It's the Queen of Ghosts, and again, it's cups. And it's about, it means a secretive, creative, intuitive woman who puts her visions into action. Honest and devoted, capable of deep love, okay? So I feel like your life's purpose is really to like harmonize and kind of like win, I guess, the material world, kind of win the game of life. You know, you're overcoming your challenges, you're experiencing great love and happiness, and you're putting your, even if you're not a woman watching this, this could be talking about your soulmate connection maybe. It could be talking about you as well as your spiritual side too. Maybe you're, maybe you have some intuition and stuff like that. But it's making me think about like putting your visions into actions. Honest, devoted, capable of deep love. It's really like being the best version of yourself is what I'm getting. So it's really your life's purpose is to really be the best you that you can be and kind of do things that make you happy is what I'm getting. So the next card that you guys got is initiation, and this is your Isis Oracle card. It's kind of like your life's purpose. So it says you thrive during challenges. Essentially, it says you thrive during challenges with compassion and cleverness. Initiation to light, love, and power. So it's making me think like all of this stuff that you're going through is really going to teach you lessons, and you're going to kind of learn how to succeed and thrive in challenges with compassion and cleverness. You're going to have those aspects kind of grow within yourself of light, love, and power. Throughout. And you also got the Queen of Wands, or yeah, the Queen of Ghosts, excuse me, as well at the end for the Future card. So it's making me think like achieving kind of getting that rank where you feel more important, not like important, but you feel more capable as well. So the next card you got is the Life Path I pulled from that deck, and it's the South Shield. It represents innocence, inner child, and lighten it. Like it makes me think like lighten up, remember the magic of life, and let go of your ego. Those are essentially what the meaning of this card is. And again, this kind of reiterates to do what makes you happy and not focus on the negativity. Don't focus on kind of the brutal like reality almost of like everything. Just focus on kind of what makes you happy and focus on those positive vibes. And then the last card I got for you guys, which is the self-care card and like how to care for yourself at the current time, is watch a movie. So this is making me think, just really take some time out and do something that relaxes you. Do something to de-stress. Watch it, like pay attention to the stress, because I feel like stress is going to be your major like blocking component. Stress is really going to keep you from being at one with yourself and really being in tune with kind of who you are and what you want. So overall, I'm getting be happy, you're going to be successful, be in tune with yourself, and maybe even a soul connection. Where was that? Maybe even a soul connection you're going to have, and it's part of your life's purpose too. So that's really cool. And I'm going to pull some charms to see what I can get for you guys. Okay, group 3, life purpose. Okay. Whew. Okay, so you guys have, I believe that's Scorpio. You guys got live in the moment. Again, how that card was talking about the South Shield, your innocence and inner child. Focus on, live on the moment. Don't focus so much on kind of everything surrounding everything. Really just focus on kind of what's going on, what can you control, and kind of just being happy, you know, just kind of focusing on the good too. You guys got a letter D, maybe that's significant. You guys also got Sagittarius. Okay. You guys got a couple of chakra charms here. So this is representing kind of your overall aura. It's talking about like clarity and kind of just being the best you that you can be, like connecting kind of with source, you know, like if you are intuitive, getting those messages, really just kind of working on yourself and your energy as a whole is really going to be important part of your life's purpose. And with this chakra, it's about your third eye. So obviously if you're watching this video, I feel like you might be interested in spirituality, but if you haven't tried, maybe you guys have some kind of intuition, some kind of psychic ability that you haven't realized as well. And then you guys got the solar plexus chakra, so that's making me think of kind of more instinctual things that you are focused on in life too. So it's like you guys are focused on like raising your vibration, like being really the best you that you can be, but also on kind of like your primal urges, like kind of what you need, and that life. So you guys also got the black tourmaline, and that's representing negativity, like kind of getting rid of any negativity. This is interesting, actually. You guys got the dog, and you guys got the paw, like literally right next to each other. So those two together make me think, sorry, that's like flipping over. These two, it's really just reiterating kind of the dog, like animal message. You guys also got a monkey here. But a dog is really loyal and like really fun, really loving, and just really likes to play. And again, that makes me think of the South Shield card with the innocence, inner child, focusing on your innocence and like not so much like focus on who you were like before the world corrupted you, I guess, you know what I mean? So it's really talking about that youthful, like energetic vibe, and really embody that, and that's important. Don't lose that. Again, same thing kind of with the monkey. It's really talking about your fun side. The shooting star makes me think like, don't forget to dream, don't forget to wish, like yes, live in the moment and everything, but you can't just live your entire life in the moment. Like you have to do things that you want, plan for things that you want, definitely with that shooting star energy. You guys also got big picture, so this kind of goes with the like your aspirations, like focusing on the big picture. Like what do you want? Like what do you want? Focus on what do you want, and I feel like that's the question, like what do you want? And focus on the big picture, you know, like your aspirations, definitely achieve those, but also live in the moment and remember that not everything is so serious. Again, like this too. And you guys got the cactus, so I feel like, again, I mean, also, you guys got your past card was Two of Imps, conflicts resolution, so I feel like this could really be about the past. It could be talking about the situation. Maybe everything's just kind of getting progressively harder. And that card, again, with the South Shield, it's reminding me, lighten up, remember the magic of life, you know, don't focus on the hardships. And you also got the world upside down. It makes me think, like, you're not really seeing the whole picture. Like, that's kind of what your purpose is, to see like the world, you know what I mean? Not necessarily physically, like if that's something you're into, definitely do it. I love traveling, but I feel like this is really more so talking about you seeing all possibilities, like seeing the magic of life again in that card. So I really hope this resonated with you guys, and I would love any suggestions for future readings if you have any. And I'd love to answer any questions as well. So feel free to shoot me a message or a comment or anything like that. And I hope to see you guys soon. Thanks so much. Bye.